Hey, Chaos Kitten, how are you? Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? Today's Friday. Happy Friday to those that have a 9 to 5. Blessings, bad biatch. Anyways, I'm gonna wait for there to be a bit more people in the room. Um, I need to. I guess I get a lot of people asking questions through text, and there's a very common question that I want to address, but I'm gonna give it a little bit. Hope you're good too, bad bitch. Are you really a bad bitch, or it's just nomás por puro pedo? You're just fucking around. Yeah, I saw it. Chaos Kitten. I'm serious. Sorry if I look like I just woke up. I woke up a while ago. It's just that I haven't really woken up. All right, if you say so. If you say so. I woke up and I've been trying, like, I was still tired. I was laying in bed. I was like, all right, I gotta get up now. I go to sleep super late, get up like around I go to sleep like at 3 or 4 in the morning, and I get up at 8 when my son calls me. And I was trying to go back to bed, and I couldn't. But anyways. Hi Yali, how are you? So I'm gonna give it a few more minutes, see if people show up. If not, then we'll start with today's lesson. It's gonna be a quick one. And it's gonna be this question I get asked so many times, or it's a comment, or people try to say, oh, Santa Muerte is evil because if you make her a promise and you don't keep it, she will take it away or punish you. Hi, Erica. So I'm gonna address this because it's a very common question, and it deserves a very simple answer. Hi there. Good to see you again. Cathartic Gentry. So people, she's beautiful. People always make that comment. Oh, if you make a promise to her and if you don't keep it, she's gonna take away, this or that. Hi, Itzel. ¿Cómo estás? Well, I'm gonna say this. If you make a promise to any energy, any person, anybody, and you don't keep your promise, what does that make you? Right? And I always said this. If you make a promise to God and you don't keep your promise, he might take away the blessing he gave you. If you make a promise to San Judas and you don't keep your word, he might take away the blessing. So why is she evil? If you make a promise to her and you do not keep your promise, how the fuck is that her fault? No soy diablo, pero gracias. Qué bueno, Benjamín. También aquí creemos en Dios. So I'm gonna say this. Oh, hi, Dre Dog. Anyone that makes a promise. Hi, Mayra. How are you? Anyone that makes a promise to God, Santa Muerte, San Judas. If you make a promise to Lucifer, if you make the promise to your landlord, to your mom, to your brother, your sister. I know. I was waiting for you to play Fortnite. If you make a promise to anybody, and you don't keep it, they're not the problem. The problem lies within you for not keeping your word. So when people say, "Oh, if you make a promise to Santa Muerte and you don't keep it, she's gonna punish you, or she's gonna take away your blessing," well, no shit. If you don't keep your word to anybody, you're gonna get punished. If you buy a car and you don't make your payment, they're gonna fucking repo that shit, and fuck up your credit. If you don't pay your insurance because you promised to make that payment, they're going to cancel your insurance. So all that stuff that they say about, oh, if you don't keep your promises to her, she's gonna cancel your blessings. Well, that's gonna be with anything. So the Angie, like the common question I always ask, or the comments I make, or people make to me are, if someone doesn't keep a promise with her, she's gonna take away your blessings. She's evil. She's this, she's that. If you don't keep your promises to her and she fulfills your petition or answers your prayers and you don't keep your promises, she isn't the problem. The problem is you. The problem is you. ¿Y por qué no tienes huevos tú, Alejandro? So again, when people talk about, oh, she's evil, if you make a promise and you don't keep it, she's going to take away. Again, if you don't keep your promise to her, or if you don't plan to keep your promise to anybody, don't be making promises you can't keep. So again, that's not, to me, the issue isn't that she'll retract on or negate your petition. The issue is then that you think she's evil because you didn't keep up your end of the bargain. Again, so whenever anyone says to you, if you break a promise, she's gonna fucking punish you. She might not punish you. She might retract her petition that she answered or prayer, but she's not the problem. If you promise to buy her roses and you don't, you're the problem. If you promise to pray to her or venerate her, if she answers your prayer, you're the problem if you don't keep it up. You know what I mean? So when people say, oh, if you don't keep your promises to her, she's going to punish you or take away your blessing. Well, no shit. If you made a promise, and you don't keep it, then the problem doesn't lie within her. Only promise what you can actually keep to God, to Santa Muerte, to your children, to your husband, to your wife, to your friends, to your brothers, to your sisters. Whenever you make a promise, you should keep it. So that's not, the problem doesn't lie within her. The problem lies within people that think they can get what they want and not paying the cost that they fucking offered. So that is the problem. And I get this question answered constantly, like, why? Oh, she's evil. She'll take away your blessing. She'll close your roads. She'll do this. She'll do that. Well, look, if you come to her groveling and begging for help, and she fulfills her word to you, she gives you the petition or the prayers that you pray for were answered, then why would you not keep your promise? This is her sigil, and this is the scythe, and this is the world. So she carries the world in one hand and holds the scythe in the other, and this is her sigil. Gracias, Benjamin Hernandez. Gracias. So again, if you make a promise to God and if you don't keep it, he may punish you or remove the petition or blessing he gave you. If you do that with San Judas, Saint Michael, Saint Benedict, any saint, any deity, anywhere across the board in the spiritual world, if you don't keep your promises and your blessings are then retracted or taken away, then it doesn't fall on the energy you prayed to. It falls on you. Are we in agreement? Yes, it is, Whisper. I'll go look at it right now. You can worship whatever you want, but I always say this. I personally only pray to God in Santa Muerte. Like those are my go-to. I don't do the whole bandwagon shit. Like if I want to pray for love, abundance, for protection, I don't be jumping around. I stick with her. She's been solid with me. So that's just how I do it. I know some people might pray to abundance to this, protection to that, romance for this, and all that. But I think since I really do believe in her, she answers all my petitions and prayers. Oh, God above all. That's where I stand with God. God sits above my altar. God is on my altar. Nothing is done without the consent of God. That's, God is the Alpha and the Omega, and Santa Muerte, or the death energy, is a creation of God. Just like all the archangels and angels, even the demons and let's say Lucifer, they all have the same creator. So that's where I stand with it. Anyways, yeah. Um, I really want to really drive this point home though. If you think she's evil because she closes your roads because you don't keep your word, if you think she's evil because she takes away the blessings that she gave you because you didn't keep up your end of the bargain, if you think she's evil because you didn't keep your word, then you have to reevaluate who you are as an individual, that you think promises are not meant to be kept. Yeah, again, like they're created by God. Everything's created by the source. You know what I mean? So both good and bad come from the same source. I always said that God embodies the light and the dark, the good and the evil. God is encompasses the energies of existence. So that's how I feel about it. But anyway, I always say this to anyone that petitions her or any deity, god, goddess, saint, sinner, anyone you petition to, keep your word. If you promise something, keep your word. That's all it is. If you make a petition or pray to her for blessings and you get them, then keep your word. That's it. It's simple. How do I start with Santa Muerte? You just start praying to her. Start talking to her. Introduce yourself. Talk to her like she's your grandmother, your favorite tia. Be real. Be authentic. Be who you are. The divine can always see through the bullshit. So be who you are. Don't pretend to be something you're not when you speak to divinity, because it's almost insulting that you speak, like you get all proper and shit if you're not. You know what I mean? So be authentically you when you speak to Santa Muerte or anybody for that period. All right? For like anyone. So just always be yourself, because they don't understand her, Nikki Nicole. People have always saw things that are let's say have a let's say a morbid look. They automatically judge her as being bad. Never make promises to her. Just talk to her, but do not promise anything. Here's the thing is, thank you, EAS. If you make a promise, if you say Santa Muerte, please, you know, I need a job, I need abundance, I need this miracle to happen, and it happens. You cannot just say, and if you say, I promise that if you get me this job, I will fucking buy you flowers for the next, 3 paychecks. La la la. Anything like that. Whatever you do, you just have to fucking do it. What you promise. If you promise me something, I'm gonna expect you to keep your word. So again, how people can make promises, or let's say you know, if you bartering something on your behalf with somebody and you don't keep your end of the bargain, that's just going to be, you know, obsolete. So again, if you make promises and you don't keep your promises and she negates or retracts on her work, you're the problem, not her. Again, if you make a promise to Elegua, to God, to San Benito, to San Judas, to the Virgin Mary, to Lucifer, to anybody, anyone you make a promise to, because when we're in bad situations, we become beggars. We are scoundrels. We will say shit. Oh, please, God, help me. If you help me, man, I promise to go to church every Sunday for the rest of my life. And you don't fucking do it. And your life goes to shit. So why don't you talk shit about God? Oh, San Benito, please. Like, if you save my mother's life, I'll fucking, I'll go to your church and I'll fucking da da da, and you don't do it. You're the one that's begging at that moment. You're the one that's desperate. And in desperation, you shouldn't make promises that you can't keep. We only call them when we need them, right? And then we make these fucking promises on our fucking knees, begging. Oh, please, God. Please, God. Oh, man. Please, Santa Muerte. And when they come through for us and we don't keep our word and shit goes sideways, why did Santa Muerte is evil? Because she took away my fucking this and that and she closed my roads. No, motherfucker. What happened is she gave you what you wanted. She answered your prayers. She gave you that job. She gave you that health. She gave you that fucking everything. And you didn't keep your end of the bargain. You don't have to offer your soul. If you say, Santa Muerte, if you get me this job, I will buy you roses and I will fucking da 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 da. I will buy you candles for the next year. Whatever you promise, I will get a tattoo to venerate you. Whatever you promise, if you don't fucking do it, and your prayer or your petition dissolves before your very face, it's because you had no intention of keeping your word. And the problem doesn't lie within her. It lies within you. So if you are a person that cannot keep their word, that's all on you. She's not the problem. She's not evil. You're just a half-ass motherfucker that don't keep his word. That's it. So before you go making promises to God, to Elegua, to Oshun, to fucking San Benito, to San Judas, to Hecate, to Anubis, to Allah, to Krishna, to Buddha, to any energy, keep your promise. Make sure of that. Again, if you buy a car tomorrow and you promise to make that payment, if you don't make that payment, what is going to happen? Someone please tell me, if you don't make a car payment after you promised to make that car payment, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? They will take back everything. They'll repo the shit. They'll repo your car. They'll fuck up your credit. You won't even be able to go buy another car. And if you do, it's going to cost you more. Does that make the car note holder evil? No. You just couldn't keep your end of the bargain. And I understand there's things that happen, like you may lose your job and blah, 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 and this and that. But that's besides the point. There's people that won't make the payment because fuck that. I'd rather go out. I'm gonna buy those new fucking Nikes. And they fuck off the car payment. So whatever you do, when you make a promise to any divine energy. Any divine energy. If you cannot fucking hold up your end of the bargain, don't do it. You don't have to. You don't have to. But even with God, you gotta barter. God, if you please, God, if you give me that job, I will go to church. I will be a better person. People, when they're in need, they become fucking scoundrels. And again, they don't ask you for shit, but people offer it up. That's the problem. Is that in reality, if you say, Santa Muerte, I pray to you, I venerate you, can you please help me? She will. But some people add that extra fucking, if you do, I will do this and this and this for you. Same thing goes with God. Same thing goes with God. If you promise God, hey God, please God, give me that thing I need. And if I do, I will go to church. I will be a better Catholic. I will be a better Christian. I will be a better atheist, whatever. And if they don't keep their end of the bargain, they didn't ask for it. You promised. Look, you don't have to barter. But the thing is, when we're desperate, we do that. When we are desperate, DF, when we're desperate, we offer things at that moment to try to fucking wheel things to our direction. When we're desperate, we drop to our knees and we pray to God and we become scoundrels and we say, God, if you give me what I want, I will do this, and this. Please, God, please, God, please. And then once that shit is answered, we fucking forget. We do. And I'm going to tell you guys, it is not necessary to offer things if you don't plan to keep it. So let's say you ask for health. If you're worthy of it, you will get it. If you ask for abundance, if you're worthy of it, you will get it. If you ask for love, if you're worthy of it, you will get it. But the problem is, a lot of us ain't worthy and we fucking know it. Because we live a life that's fucked up or whatever, right? Right. So we say, God, Santa Muerte, San Judas, if you help me out, I will venerate you. I will make sure your altar, I will build an altar for you. I will make sure the altar always has flowers and candles. I will venerate you. And when people don't do it, it shouldn't be a shock when your blessings start to fucking shrivel up. It shouldn't be a shock when your roads close. It shouldn't be a shock when you start feeling that you're not getting that support you got. So again, this is where I want you to understand. Don't make promises to anybody that you don't plan to keep. Not your cousin, not your mom. Hey, mom, hey, let me borrow the car. I promise I'll be back at fucking 12. And you're back at 2 a.m. What's going to happen? Hey, mom, can I borrow $10? I'll give it back to you on fucking Tuesday. And you don't. Hey, here's the thing is, Santa Muerte understands. God understands. I promised her to get a tattoo if she saved my dad from cancer. And she did. And it took me almost a year to get that tattoo. Not because I didn't want to, but because I didn't have the money for it. So the entire time I was like, hey, I remember. I'm going to do it when I can. I promise. I promise. I promise. And she knew in my heart I would have done it already. So there was no repercussion because the moment I had a little bit of scratch, I went and got that itch. You know what I'm saying? So if you make a promise to any deity, any god, any goddess, any cosmic being, and your intention is to fulfill that promise, you just haven't had the opportunity, you're still in good standing. You are still in good standing. It is when we don't fucking plan to keep our words, and they know. They know. They're cosmic being. They're all knowing. They know you don't plan to keep your promise. So that's when shit might go sideways for you. And it doesn't just mean Santa Muerte, all right? It's not just Santa Muerte. Again, I'm going to say this over and over. God will do the same to you. Lucifer will do the same to you. San Judas, any Orisha, any cosmic or spiritual being, if you make a promise and you don't keep it, don't expect the promise to fucking be there forever. So when people say she is evil because she will take away something if you break your promise, well, motherfucker, what did you expect? Keep your fucking word. Keep your word. Don't be a fucking dipshit that think, I got what I wanted now. It's cool. Nah. You got to keep your end of the bargain. Many people will attest to this. If you give your word to somebody in certain areas and you don't keep your promise, it's your fucking ass. If you go to Compton, Watts, parts of San Diego, Atlanta, fucking Oakland, and you don't keep your word to some people, what they gonna do to you? What are they gonna do? Hey, front me on this shit. I'll get you next week. Front me on this. Front me. And you don't, motherfucker, it's your ass. It's your ass. So again, if you make a promise to Santa Muerte, you make an offering and you don't fulfill your end of the bargain, and the blessing is retracted or it dissipates in front of your eyes, you can't be mad or say she's evil. You just weren't man enough or woman enough to keep your fucking promise. And again, I'll keep saying it. If you make a promise to pay your car note, if you go and finance a car and you say, I promise to give this money every month to keep this car, and you don't, they're going to take your car. They're going to fuck up your fucking FICO score. They're going to fuck up any ability for you to buy a car for a minute. Unless someone's going to fucking really fucking, like, let's say, get your ass for a car. They're going to fuck you over for a car moving forward. Because now they know you can't keep your word. And if you don't keep your word, the first time, second time, third time, you might not ever get a car. Finance, right? Right. So again, if you feel that she's evil because people get their petitions or prayers taken away when they don't keep up their end of the bargain, what they promised, then you're just making shit up. You're reaching for something that isn't there, because she's not evil. The evil is within the people that make false promises, that can't keep their fucking word. And those are the same people that end up doing dumb shit to other people. They think they're fucking slick. They think they can get away with shit. Well, I'm going to tell you, you can't get away with shit with the divine. You can't. In this world or the next, they're going to call you out on your shit. They're going to call you out on your shit in this world or judgment. It don't matter. You may think you got away with it here, motherfucker, you didn't. So again, anything that you promise to anybody, it could be me, your mom, your significant other, your kids. If you say to your child, hey, if you get straight A's, I will buy you that fucking Nintendo tape, that PS5 fucking game. And they get straight A's and they come home, look, I got this shit. And you say, all right, cool. Then it'll be like, hey, well, what's up? Where's my game? I was just saying that to motivate you. And it'll be like, what? I did all this for you because you asked of it and you made it. What? Like, what do you mean? Your kid's gonna hate your ass for a long minute. They might go the other way and stop getting A's just out of spite and get all fucking fails. And then you say to your kid, hey, why'd you get fails? Well, last time I got all A's, motherfucker, and you didn't keep up your end of the bargain. So why should I work so hard to answer your request if you're not giving me what you said you were? You see, the problem nowadays is that people think they don't got to keep their word. This is how stupid this is. For real. If someone makes you a promise, Ivan, Ariel, Licia, Scuzzy, if anyone makes you a promise, what do you expect to happen? Angie, anyone, answer. If somebody makes you a promise, what do you expect for them to do? Honestly, that they keep their word. Stick to their promise. Keep it. To keep it. Yes. If somebody breaks that word to you, what are you going to feel? Okay, Mayra, if you have a man and your man promises to be faithful to you, he don't keep that promise. That's a big negative. Javier, if someone borrows money from you, they promise to pay you next month, they don't pay you, what's going to happen? You're going to start losing that connection. You're going to lose hope in that person. You're going to feel betrayed. You're going to feel like they don't value who you are. You're insignificant. You don't matter to them because you didn't keep your word. So for everyone that says she is evil because she will go back on a promise or a petition or a prayer answered because you did not keep up your end of the bargain, she is not the problem in this equation. The problem is you. That you think you can barter, ask, beg. Cause let's face it, you beg when you're fucking like desperate. Santa Muerte, please help me out in this fucking predicament. Help me out to get this. Santa Muerte, I beg you. You know, I promise if I do, that's when we become beggars. We beg. Then we become scoundrels and we offer shit in return. And here's the thing is, like I said earlier, you don't have to offer shit. It's us that offer. They don't fucking ask. If you can't get a new altar, then it's fine. She knows. ¿Qué tal si le dices a alguien más que voy a hacer algo por la Santa Muerte, pero no a ella? No entiendo la pregunta. A ver, vuelve a preguntar, Iván. ¿Qué tal si le dices a alguien más que voy a hacer algo por la Santa Muerte, pero no a ella? Bueno, I get it now. Si lo dices y no lo haces, si no fue una petición o algo, pues, como si le digo a ustedes, no, mañana si puedo, voy a comprarle flores. Nomás por nomás, y no lo hago. No creo que es tanto, no hay pedo. Porque no me dio, o sea que porque no le rogué por algo y le hice una ofrenda. ¿Sí me entiendes? Como si yo les digo a ustedes, mañana cuando puedo, voy a comprarle flores y no me alcanza el tiempo y no puedo comprarle flores. Pues no, pues cuando se pueda. Pero no hay lío. You don't need an altar. You need an altar. And again, the question was, what about if you say to somebody else, not Santa Muerte, if you say to me, hey, I'm gonna buy your flowers and you can't, and you don't, it's not a problem because it wasn't a promise. It wasn't a promise. No fue promesa. Okay, so look, just to reiterate, because I'm gonna start getting ready because I gotta go pick up my kids today. If you make a promise to me, I expect you to keep it. If you make the promise to God, He's gonna expect you to keep it. If you make a promise Santa Muerte, she will expect you to keep it. I'm gonna share stories really quick. Not gonna say names. I've had people come to me desperate for help. Desperate for help and say to me, I don't got no money, Victor, but I need help. I say, look, I'm gonna do this for you. Get me when you can. Get me when you can. Whenever you have a blessing, bless me too. All right, Victor, I promise. Once I'm blessed, you'll be blessed too. And I'm all like, gotcha. And I do the work, right? And the blessings come. And I don't see nothing from it. Months later, they'll call me, hey man, like it got worse and blah, blah, blah. It was going good for a minute. You know, why'd you close my roads? Motherfucker, I didn't close your roads. You did that yourself by not keeping your word. I didn't do it. You did it. You promised me if I petitioned her on your behalf, you would bless me down the road, and you didn't. Thank you, just me. Because I've done that so many times where people come to me begging for help, and I answer their call. And they make promises to me that they don't keep. Down the road, some people have called me back. Why'd you close my road? I didn't. Thank you, just me, for saying that. I didn't close your roads. You did that because you didn't keep up your promise to me. You didn't keep up your end of the bargain. I never, ever go back and fuck people over. But people make promises they can't keep. And then they cry to the heavens, woe is me. Why did you fuck me over? Nah, I'm not the problem here. You are. You are the problem. For anyone that expects people to bend over backwards for them and you don't keep up your end of the bargain, what the fuck do you think is going to happen? No, you don't have to. Again, and I'm not that way. I always tell you guys, if you guys can't afford it, don't send it to me because I'm not trying to take away food out of your mouth or your kid's mouth. That's not who I am. I've told a lot of you how much I'm gonna send you this much. Are you sure? I'm not a dick. I'm not an asshole. I'm not. Because I'm not. You don't got to promise. Like I said that earlier. When you pray or petition for something, when we're desperate, we say, hey, I'll give you this. Like a crackhead, man, I'll suck your dick. Just cook me with that rock. We become crackheads at that moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, give me that rock. I'll suck your dick for that rock. Like a crackhead. We become that at that moment when we start to barter. We start to barter for our blessings and our petitions because we're desperate. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. But if you do, I'm okay. I'm explaining shit. Good morning, Rachel. I'm explaining shit. But if you do barter something or offer something to Santa Muerte or God, keep your word. That's it. Keep your word. Keep your word. That's all you got to do. Keep your word. That's all you got to do. How simple is it to keep your word? How simple is it to keep your promise? How simple? It's simple to keep your word and promise. If you make a promise, you plan to keep. If I say to my son or my daughter, I promise to love you forever, I'm not lying. if I tell some random fucking female, I promise to love you forever, I'm lying through my fucking teeth. Straight up, for real. If I know I'm making a promise I plan to keep, it is easy to keep it. If I make a promise to somebody I don't plan on ever seeing again, what the fuck am I making promises for? So again, if you think she's evil because she retracts or negates a blessing or a petition because you didn't keep your end of the bargain, you didn't say what you're gonna do, or you didn't do what you said, then the problem isn't her. The problem is you. And that's truth. And I'm gonna say it. The truth hurts sometimes. It sucks. And again, the only reason I answered this question, or this is what this is about today, is because I get asked a lot of times, "Oh, hey, she's evil. Why? Why is she evil?" Because she closed my roads. Yes, you may. I might be the brujo here, Doris Malley. I'm the witcher. I'm the brujo. You keep it. Look, I'm trying to raise a man, a son, and a young lady, a daughter. And I always ask them to keep their word. Hi, Jessica. I don't take Venmo. I take PayPal, Zelle, Cash App, and Apple Pay. I'm sorry. I was talking about what you asked me this morning, Jessica. Te encontré. But you got to keep your promise. So the question you made to me this morning, Jessica, was a question I always get told. Is it true? If you don't keep your promise, she's evil because she'll take away your promise. But what I've been saying is this. If anyone makes a promise and they don't keep it, the problem isn't who you made the promise to. The problem is who made the promise. I've been saying this for a while now. I've been on the live for about almost 45 minutes, and this has been the topic. And I'm going to say it one more time because you're here, Jessica. If you buy a car and you promise to make a payment on the first of every month and you don't do it, they're going to take it away from you. They're going to fuck up your credit. They're going to take away the car. They're going to take away the blessing. And it's going to be hard for you to get another car. So if you make a promise to God, Santa Muerte, San Judas, any spiritual or cosmic being, if you make a promise and you don't keep your word, they're not the problem. You are. So like, if someone makes a promise, Santa Muerte, for a petition or a prayer answered, and they don't keep their word, the problem isn't Santa Muerte. The problem is you for not keeping your word. So why people say she's evil for retracting a blessing or a prayer answered, for taking away something she gave you when you promise to honor her or give her something, the problem isn't Santa Muerte or God or San Judas. The problem is the person that makes the fucking promise. Es mucha fe, Ivan. So again, like I get that question a lot, or that comment, "Oh, she's evil. If you break a promise, she's gonna take away your shit." Well, no shit, motherfucker. What did you expect? If you promise me something and you don't keep your end of the word, I may not talk to you no more. I may not fucking ever answer your call again. I may not fucking want to be fucking friends with you or fucking, and exchange energy with you. So what makes you think if you can break a word to anybody that they're going to be all right with you? Yes, if you try to keep your word, she will honor it too. Like I said, it took me a long time to get a tattoo. I promised her. But my intention was always to get it. It was always on the back of my head. And when I finally got it, I felt relieved. But there was never any any negative energy from it. You know what I mean? Hi, Sarita. Thank you. So look, I'm going on about 45 minutes on this live. And again, today, Friday, I gotta go. I'm gonna go pick up my kids or my son. Today, my daughter already said she's not coming this weekend, so wham wham. But I'm gonna go visit my brother after I pick up my son. My brother is celebrating. My brother is celebrating his daughter's 5th birthday. Yeah, I said it. My brother is celebrating his daughter's dog's 5th birthday, and he invited us to go over. I was like, dog, are you serious? Like, fucking shit. I can't make this shit up. Anyways. I want to see. I need some more tattoos for her too. I'm looking for that. Gracias a usted, Ivan. Muy agradecido. Yeah, my brother is celebrating my fucking his daughter's dog's 5th birthday. Tenga buen día, Iván. Gracias por estar aquí. Cake. Well, just me. Take me with you. I need a tattoo. All right, look. I'm gonna get off the live for a bit. I gotta finish some prayers and some readings really fast before I go. And I want to make sure that I get back. If I don't get back on the live before I go pick up my kids, I'm gonna drive for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Utah, shit. Fly me out. I'll go. Anyways, if I take calls when I drive, so if anyone wants to call me or have a consultation as I drive, I can do that. If I don't, I'll get on a live as I'm driving. I'll do one of those phone things and shit. But again, I appreciate you guys hearing me just fucking like, I will, Angie. I appreciate you guys hearing me rant for about 40 fucking 8 minutes. Because it's ranting. It was today wasn't even a fucking teaching. It was more of a fucking lecture. Much love to you, just me. Thank you. I see you. All right, I see you. Here's the thing: is when we walk in pain, when we walk amongst people and feel alone, we're not alone. There's people that see us. All right. So again, never feel alone. You're never alone. You're always blessed and you have people with you always. Hablo español, sí. El camino del fuego. Una pregunta, ya me voy. If I say I'm going to get her something and don't give a date, how long should I take? As long as you take, it don't matter. As long as the thing is, Michael, if you say I'm going to get you as soon as I can, if your intention is to get it as soon as you have the ability to, you can take. I took about a year before I got my tattoo because I didn't have the finances to do it. But my intention was to always get it, and I kept telling her, I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I try to go live daily. It's fucking Tyson. I'll try to go live tonight, but I might go live as I'm driving. But again, like, as long as your intention is to always keep your word, because sometimes we make a promise and we may not have the money for it. Like I said, if I told her if she saved my dad from cancer, I would tattoo something for her. And I didn't have the money for about a year. And I was okay. She was okay with me. There wasn't any fucked up energy because my intention was to always get it. I just didn't have the money for it. So it was fun. Mis lives son en español o inglés, como caigan. No tengo. Los que lleguen es lo que es, a eso me acomodo. Pero mis videos que hago son en inglés y en español. So cada día hago rezos, lecturas del día y lecturas de cumpleaños cada día y los pongo aquí en mi página, en inglés y en español. Pero cuando lleguen aquí con preguntas de español, aquí estamos para a sus órdenes, como dicen. All right. So, Yes, the dog. I'm gonna get up, get ready. I gotta go get my meds. I gotta go get ready to start my day. I'm gonna go shower, try to wake up. I'm gonna be tired today. Yeah, they forgive you, and as long as you, here's the thing: is as long as you keep it in mind, it's not a problem. Chaos kitten, it's not a problem. I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna eat. I'll eat something. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. And again, if anyone wants to send me cake or food this weekend for me and my son, I'm available to fucking be fed. All right, me and my son will be here all weekend, and we're gonna be playing Fortnite. So we'll be gaming. So if anyone feels like they want to send us cake or food, we will begrudgingly accept it. Okay. All right, everybody. Have a beautiful day. All right. Everyone be blessed. Thank you for hearing me talk shit. And I'll be back in a little while. All right. Thank you so much, Jessica, for being here. What system I have? We play on the PS5, bro. Do you play Fortnite? Because we can go fucking rat-a-tat-tat. You know what I mean? That's how I get my fucking Anyways, my 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 Fortnite name is Big Vic 90744. All right, you'll remember that nonsense because you're from Wilmington, right? Big Vic 90744. All right, everybody, I gotta go. Thank you for hearing me rant and talk shit. I'll be back. All right, thank you. Have a blessed day.